My son taught me what it meant to be a man. One afternoon, I came home from work to find my 13-year-old daughter Maria weeping. I ran over to ask her what was going on, and she said that her cat Jimmy hadn't been around all day, and she thought he was lost. I tried to comfort her and told her that we would find him, but I truly didn't believe it, as I had seen the Facebook group of our town talking about a coyote taking other people's cats. I spent the entire afternoon trying to comfort Maria, but nothing helped, and later that evening I even heard her talking to her 9-year-old brother Owen in her room about how upset she was. You see, Owen has always looked up to his older sister, so when I peered through the door and saw Owen looking at her intently, as Maria confided in him, I knew he was trying his best to be there for her. Eventually, we all went to bed that night, hoping for Jimmy to show up at the door the next morning. But it wasn't until I woke up at 3 a.m. to use the restroom that I noticed the door to Owen's room was open. As I peered in, I realized that his bed was completely empty. I searched the entire house, but he was nowhere to be found. And when I went back to his room to double check, I realized that his window was wide open. It was obvious that he had sneaked out. I immediately got in my car and started driving around town looking for Owen. After hours of searching, he was nowhere to be found, and I came home and wept nervously at the kitchen table. I felt like a horrible mom, and it wasn't until 7 a.m. that I heard the front door crack open. I leapt to my feet as I spotted Owen holding Jimmy, and he was covered in dirt. "Where have you been?" I asked as I ran to him, hugging him tightly, tears falling from my eyes. "I was searching all night for you," I said. As he looked me in the eyes, I saw the worry in his eyes, and then he went on to explain to me how he couldn't help but feel terrible after speaking to Maria last night. After they spoke, he went on his iPad to do some research on cats and found out that they were night creatures. He then decided to go looking for Jimmy at night. He ended up finding it on the other side of town. He had set up a trap by putting out a bunch of cans of cat food. He then spotted Jimmy and captured him. As angry as I was at him for sneaking out, I ruffled his hair and pulled him in for a tighter hug as I said, "All right, let's go show Maria what you found." We walked into her room together, and it was obvious that she woke up crying. But the second she spotted Jimmy in Owen's arms, she ran over to him, and her tears turned into happy ones. She started screaming and crying from excitement as she hugged Owen and Jimmy. "I'm so happy to have you as my brother," she told Owen, and his face lit up.